Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about... the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Line 25! Right there, 56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check three, check three, check three. No.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot. Room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Bravo.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 56. Mike 56. Wait. Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Ready, Blue 80. Like 25. It's been a long day for you. Switch.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
59, ready. Like 25. I'm coming for you. You mine. Show it up.
They'll toss it to Smith. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That's on the first guard selected in the draft back in April, Chris Lindstrom from BC.
White 25! Check back 21. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 4.
After the penalty, it's Smith. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
21, check back 21. You ain't going nowhere. Check. Hey, Tuesday. Check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And right away, he lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Breeze lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Flush to his right. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. All day, dog. 5-9.
Breeze now on first down. And Thomas has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Breeze now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Ready, yellow lady. 45. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. We got 21, 13. Hey, orbit. Check 45 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. Thomas, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Ready, check back 25. Check back 21. All day, baby, all day. 20.
Complete to Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Here we go.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Don't say nothing.
A 1st down carry for Smith. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And the judge does a nice job there navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 3. Check 3. Watch the edge. SOS.
Now Ito Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Be down. Ready. You ready? Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Ready,
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
complete to Julio Jones. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Blue 80, 525. Here we go, D. Quick dance. Come.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Hey, Chris Lance. Check 13. Check 13.
Smith trying to run for it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Opposite.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, and that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, Damontae Kazee. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. 51, sub. 51, sub. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, Delta.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run with Smith. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Ito Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
But not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. Here's Murray running right. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's a call.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
All day. Kill. Go.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready. 56 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 54, Seth. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Greystone, travel.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Harris to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they've had no room to breathe. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A 10th carry for Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Ready. Yellow waiting. You kill. Set. Shoot. 6-6. Pull it high.
To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this one is right down Broadway. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a look.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith. 84 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Ready, tackle.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
5-9. Check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, Breeze again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. It's now second and goal at the 3-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. What's good on the extra point? And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Check 37. Check 37. All right, 25 21. 54. Hey, exit.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Takk McKinley was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Congratulations. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Breeze now on the check down. He finds Kamara. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
23 yards, the final tally. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Lutz with the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Check 50. Switch. Shift. 21. Check. Hey, Zoo.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now it's toss right to Smith. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Check it backer. Kill.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On third down, Smith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.